The Council of Ministers, its regular meeting number 3, set today, chaired by His Excellency President Salva Kiir Mayardit. And in the course of the agenda number 1 was to confirm and adopted the resolutions of the extraordinary meeting number 2, 2020. And thereafter, we listened to a presentation from the Minister of Cabinet Affairs and the Governor of the Central Bank and the representatives of the commercial banks. This was pursuant to the resolution of the Council of Ministers, which was taken last week on upon a report by the economic cluster and the crisis management committee. This report, of course, was on the decision of the Council of Ministers that the Governor of the Central Bank should come and brief us on the problems which are facing our economy, and especially on the problems which are facing the banks, the Central Bank and the other banks, and why. The Governor of the Central Bank gave an elaborate explanation to the Council of Ministers and made proposals on the resolutions on the way forward, and thereafter he was also followed by the representatives of the commercial banks, which are also working in collaboration with the Central Bank. And after that, the Cabinet had a lengthy deliberation on the presentations which were made. These presentations included challenges and problems that are actually facing, some of which were not mentioned, but others were mentioned by the members of the Cabinet. And because of the importance of this matter and the papers presented, there were about 6 papers which they presented. The Cabinet decided that there should be set up a select committee. That select committee will comprise of the Minister of Cabinet Affairs, the Governor of the Bank of South Sudan, then the representatives of the commercial banks, and the Minister of Trade, Minister of Finance, Minister of Higher Education, and the committee. This select committee also was given the right to co-opt to whoever they think appropriate, so that they can harmonize, study and harmonize all these recommendations which have been made, so that they come up with one clear policy on the economy. The committee was given 7 days that it is to report next Friday to the Cabinet, and this is the day when the final resolutions will be announced accordingly. In addition to that, it is one of the reports is that most of the citizens are actually hoarding currency in their houses. And most of them hoard them because for so many reasons. There are some who fear that if they take their money to the bank, then they may be confiscated and so forth. However, this is a normal situation that has been happening, and there are always solutions for all these. So the Cabinet has decided that the currency should be changed. The currency should be changed so that anybody who does not take his money to the bank is left out and he will lose their money. So this is an advice to those who are hoarding money, South Sudanese money in their houses, to hurry them to the banks. Put them into the banks so that you don't lose them. Put them into the banks as of now so that you avoid queuing up when the time comes for exchanging the currency. This is very important, and this message should actually go across, and people should understand that this is what is going to happen. The current currency will be changed, and if it is changed, By the time the time comes up and it is closed, then that currency or that money which you have in your hand will just be a mere paper that will not be of any help to you. This is very important, and this is the decision taken by the cabinet. More decisions will be taken next week when the committee finalizes the report and comes up with recommendations to that effect. This is in order to improve our infrastructure, our economic situation, and the worst part of it is that our people have been spoiled. Our people have been spoiled and they don't work. They are accustomed to spoon feeding. And people are accustomed to spoon feeding, then they don't work. And this is why the economy is in the hands of others, including even the sale of water that is brought from the river, it is sold to us by foreigners. This is serious, so our people are asked to work, because there is nowhere where you will be relying on someone spoon feeding you all the time, depending on the World Food Program and depending on support to be given to you by others. So people are encouraged to work hard. Work hard so that you produce for yourself. And once you produce, production is one of the weapons by which you can strengthen the economy of your country. So people are encouraged to work hard so that they produce, and once you produce, then you have in a way or the other encouraged the production. And if you have encouraged production, then definitely some items or some food items that are being imported now can be produced here, and you will not need to import them. Issues like potatoes, like onion, and so forth cannot just be imported at a time when we have the land, and we have a very fertile land that where we don't use even we don't use fertilizers. So our people are encouraged to work hard and make sure that people make their own living other than work relying on others. Thank you very much. The meeting was adjourned because it was long, so other items of the agenda could not be completed. Thank you very much.
Honorable Minister, did you elaborate on the issue of changing the currency? What would the new currency look like?
The new currency will, you will know it when it comes out.
When do we expect it to be out?
Anytime. So this is an information to the people, and after that, the new currency definitely will be displayed and it will be shown to the people, and people will be given time limit within which they ought to change their currency.
So the time limit is not yet set?
Not yet set. These are technical issues which are not part of us. We only pass a decision, and those who are coming up with the new currency is the one coming up with the new currency, the central bank, in collaboration with the Minister of